Hey guys, it's the Jurassic Genius here, back with episode, I believe, 6 of Jurassic Ark. And last episode, if you didn't watch it, we basically built the pen for the Suchomimus, or as we like to call him, Succo. And I figured today we could do a very special episode. So I don't know if you all know this, but recently, last Saturday, no, was it last Saturday? 19th, I'll just say that. They released Camp Cretaceous, and I figured to celebrate that release, even though I'm 2 days early, I figured why not make Camp Cretaceous in this park? That's right, guys, we are making Camp Cretaceous. So there's not really much pictures to go off of. I'm kind of just gonna go off of pure instinct of what I've seen from the TV show. But let's get started, I guess. So, oh, there's the Brachiosaurus. And let's go down here. We got our Jeep, finally. I looked at my, my last two videos, and I realized this Jeep wasn't even here. Like, it was gone. Anyway, let's do this. Okay, so, off camera, I kinda set up, like, a little base. Like, not base, but, like, more of a, just, like, a place to start it. So, these pillars should take me to where I want to go to. So, oh wow, this is a very narrow. I didn't test this out. Oh, I just killed another Jurassic Park copy. That's great. Yeah, I actually had lights on here, so it's easier to navigate even at night. So, but yeah, ow, ow. There we go. Wait a minute. What is that? I'm checking that out. It looks like a Brontosaurus. Is it a Brontosaurus? It is a Brontosaurus. What is it doing here? I don't know. All the better. That'd be cool. Cause like I think in the TV show they actually had like Brachiosauruses or like Brontosauruses hanging out near the yeah. Oh, I almost forgot to mention this. I had this elevator system using the Structures Plus mod. So like if I jump, well not jump, but like if I okay. So if I click the L stick, I am now at the top, and if I click the R stick, I just go back to the bottom. I think that's really cool. Also, I put these fence posts down because I thought they were really cool. Wait, did it say I could change something? No, I can't. Okay. But anyway, we got these resources over here that I've stored just off camera, just so you wouldn't see me just go through the creative menu just to find resource. Oh, there's my flashlight. I'm going completely sidetracked, but I lost my flashlight and I forgot where I put it. Anyway, so this is like all the stuff that we hopefully will need. Let's go ahead and transfer it all. So, just give me a second to pull up a picture. I should have done this off camera, but oh yeah, right. Okay. So, the thing is, I could not find any pictures off of like I couldn't find any pictures on the internet. Like I couldn't find it anywhere. So like I guess we're just gonna have to just go off of pure instinct. At least I do. So far. Oh, by the way, guys, there will be um, I'm my my future self is probably just gonna add this in. But there will be spoilers because I cannot keep all this amazingness that is Camp Cretaceous in. So if you don't wanna see any spoilers, just like hopefully my editor self will like skip to like will let you know what time I stop talking about this. So hopefully, there we go. All right. Camp Cretaceous. It's amazing. Like it's literally it's supposed to be a kids show, but man, it doesn't act like it. Like there's death, gore, more death, and I love it. I don't care what you guys say. It's amazing. Like it's what ours it's what us Jurassic fans really wanted from like these people. You've always wanted, but you get my point. But it's it's just amazing. So I'm just gonna talk about just the first episode. So we open up with this whole scene where they're they're just where this kid and this dinosaur expert is running from velociraptors, and then we find out, and then like the kid, then we find out that it was all just a game. So, and then we pop this guy named Darius, which is honestly that's my favorite name ever, because like I don't know, it just sounds like a really cool name, but so then we learn that if you beat this game, you get a free pass to Jurassic World. Well, the Jurassic you get a free pass to Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous, which is actually in the park. This is canon. Like I learned this. This is actual canon. Like this ain't you can't fake this. Okay, I think it just knocked down. Okay, hopefully it doesn't knock down any more trees. But anyway, so then his brother comes in for some reason, and he just starts messing around and like saying that like it's a chance, not like I forgot what he said, but then Darius goes to bed, and then over a dream, I'm assuming that's how he figures it out. But he somehow figures out how to beat the game. He finds like this raptor thing, something from Jurassic Park 3. It's like he used it to call the raptors to attack this T-Rex that was chasing him, and he won. So because he's obviously the main character at this point, so of course he won. But so he got the invite to Camp Cretaceous, and then we meet the other following cast. We meet what's her name? Okay, so we meet Brooklyn, with basically um, which is basically every single YouTuber in the world at this point. You got what's his name? I forgot his name, but you got like the scaredy kid. The scaredy kid. You got like the guy who's pretty much afraid of everything. You got you got there's this girl named Sammy as well. She's from a ranch, I think. Yeah, and yeah, she's there too. Then you got the athlete of the group, who is an anti-socialist apparently. Not anti-socialist, just like doesn't like talking to people. So now we got and then we meet our two characters that will only be shown like probably a few times in the series. You meet this British chick who's supposed to be the head counselor. Then you meet the guy who's so rad, dude. I forgot his name, but you would think I would remember his name. I don't remember half the names, but it's yeah. Hold on, just give me a second. Okay, so I managed to get all the cast members. So we got um okay. So it's gonna take a bit. Okay, so the head counselor is supposed to be named Roxy, and then I'm assuming. Okay, then we got the rich kid who's named Ryan, and let's just say he is like a right like arse to say he's like he's at the beginning he's a right arse, but he as throughout the show he becomes more of like a people person and less of a um rich arse. Anyway, then we got hold on. Okay, so we got hold on. So then we got Ben, who's the scary person of all of this. Like I said, you got Sammy, you got Darius, you got Brooklyn, and then you got Dave, the best character in the entire show. Like, not gonna. This ain't even me being sarcastic. It's amazing, like how good the actor plays the part of him. Like, it's just so good. And there's just okay. So enough with the characters. So then they meet up with. So then they actually go to the gate of Camp Cretaceous, and they look at the camp. They just looked around. Oh wait. Oh yeah. Duh. Okay. So I forgot his name again. The it's Ryan. Right. That's right. Okay. So Ryan, like he arrives on a helicopter, like the right like idiot he is, and then he instantly you can tell like he was supposed to be the character everyone hates on. Hold on. That's better. Okay. But anyway, but yeah, like I said, he just shows up, basically just claiming that he not owns the park. What's the word for it? Okay. Anyway, so then he arrives, and then they all get in this car, not car, but like Jurassic Park colored Mercedes truck, and then so then all these. Okay, so then they managed to actually arrive at Camp Cretaceous after meeting up with a comp sub Nathus, which is never seen again on the TV show. And so they see the camp, which everyone is amazed about, and then Brooklyn just comes in and like just starts making a video about it. And honestly, what YouTuber wouldn't do that at that moment? But still. And then like everyone just goes up, claims a bunk, except Darius. He's the one who wants to actually see the dinosaurs of all like of everything, which understandable. Like that's kind of the whole point of going to the park. And so like Roxy and Dave tell him not to. So and he actually listens for a change. Like he actually not listens. What's the word? He actually like create. He actually just listens to what they're saying and goes up to claim a bunk. And it then they go to this. Okay, so they go to. Then they cut to this kind of a watchtower kind of place, but it's more of just like a zip line kind of tour. And then they go down the zip line, and they all see all the dinosaurs that they've herded strictly for that moment, might I add. That's a lot of work just to have like kids just look at it. So then they, as far as I remember, they cut to all of them going to bed. And then Darius sneaks out. Then Ryan catches him. Then Brooklyn just catches. Then they have like a okay. Ryan and Darius then have one of the most chill conversations ever, and then like Brooklyn takes pictures of them and says, and I quote, "So that's how toxic masculinity looks like." She's not wrong, but it's a funny thing to say for a kids show. Come on. So then they so then Darius tells them what they're doing, and he says he wants to go check out the comps of Nathan's pen because he knows there's lights coming from a certain pen. So then like they all go there. Ryan, Darius, and Brooklyn go there, and Ryan, as usual, being a right arse and says that he'll take a picture for Brooklyn, even though it's kind of her job to like do this kind of thing. Well, not job, but like it's kind of her like life, to say the least. Yeah, it's her life to do that. So then Ryan drops the phone, and Ryan says he'll go retrieve it, and then we find out it's not the comps of Nathan's enclosure. No, no, no. It is the raptor enclosure. So then Darius just jumps down to save him. Well, we meet Blue, and that's the only time we ever see Blue. And then, yeah, that's. I think that's the second episode. No, no, the second. Okay. Then everyone gets out. Dave saves Darius because he's the man. The man. And then somehow Brooklyn gets out scot-free, while like Darius and friggin' Ryan, they had to sweep up dinosaur doo doo. And so okay, so Ryan says, like, you save me, I'll make it up to you, bro. So he took Darius to the Carnotaurus enclosure, but what Ryan didn't know is that he put them inside the Carnotaurus enclosure like an idiot. So, oh yeah, not only is he like an like a rich arse, he's also a rich idiot. That's worse. He's not even smart when it comes to all this. But anyway, which like honestly, if you watch the show, it will explain a lot throughout the show as it goes on. So then, so that's basically what. So they end with them actually holding up shovels, and everyone's heading to the lab. So, and then they allow. Okay. No. Yeah. Okay. So I really need to stop saying okay. Eat Dr. Henry Wu, and then like Ben meets up with the cutest, in my opinion, the cutest creature in that entire franchise. They meet Bumpy. Okay, so Brooklyn finds out about Project Indominus, which, in my opinion, didn't really scare anyone, because, like, you know, it takes place, like, during the events of Jurassic World, so you would think we kind of have that. But then, Brooklyn bumps into Roxy, which, oh, wait, Sammy, not Roxy. Duh. So, Brooklyn bumps into Sammy, which, like, just says she's looking for a bathroom, and then just wanders off. And like by now you can already tell she's up to something. And okay, so Brooklyn just walks off and meets up back with the and then gets caught by Dr. Wu, and now they all had to leave just because like she decided to be dangerous. And then they drive back. They drive past like Darius and um Darius and Ryan, after escaping the Carnotaur's pen, just acting like nothing happened, like they were sweeping the dinosaur doo-doo for the whole time they were gone. So then they go back to the camp, and as far as I remember, Darius starts telling a scary story, which Brooklyn keeps interrupting by taking freaking pictures of him. Which, by the way, does not make it better for you. And she just responds with, for the vlog. No, for the blog, that was it. Like, my first response to that was, I don't care. Like, she shouldn't have even, like, brought her phone there in the first place, if you ask me. And then you got and then go to a third episode. What was that? That was my Jeep, okay. So then we go to the third episode where they actually no, the campfire thing starts on the third episode. But then then they end up going to the gyrosphere. Like they get in gyrospheres and they see dinosaurs being herded, which you got Sinoceratops. I don't think any Triceratops, Parasaurolophus, Stegosaurus, and I think some Brachiosaurus. Or no, Sinosaurus, Parasaurolophus, Stegosaurus, and some Ankylosaurus as well. So then Darius, okay, so they all get paired up with groups that they know they don't like. Darius got picked up with Brooklyn, and apparently she's having an off day because her followers are decreasing. And then Sammy gets paired up with the athletic chick, which I still gotta find out who the name is for her. Give me a second. The guy who I keep calling Ryan, his name's actually Kenji. I read it wrong. Okay, so the athletic chick, I'm just gonna assume her name is Yaz Queen. Yaz Fadola. But she's the athletic girl of the entire group. And she basically got paired up with Sammy. And then Darius... No, not Darius. Okay. Kenji got paired up with Ben. You can tell that didn't work out very well, because Ben is the scary guy, and Kenji's an idiot. So, they all go in the gyrospheres, they all decide to go a bit crazy, and then they try and herd a Synodontosaurus. Like, they try to bring a Synodontosaurus back to the herd. Not herd, back to the, whole group. So then, that, as you can tell, that goes very poorly. And then, let's just say, yeah, Darius and Brooklyn ended up getting stuck in mud. Like, they started sinking. And then, everyone's gyrosphere broke. Even, Ben's and, Kenji's. You would think they would be a lot safer, because, Ben's on board. And may I just say, Ben is probably one of the best characters ever, other than Dave. I'm just gonna have to say. So they ended up finding, so they find everything. Okay. So the gang finds Darius and Brooklyn, and then they get him out using the Synodontosaurus that was just hanging around there for no reason, just there. And then, I'm trying to remember what, happened next. Okay, so Sammy uses her mind telepathic abilities to make the Synodontosaurus, help them. And then, so they pull him out, and Roxy and Dave find them. And they go back to the camp, and then, as Brooklyn's watching over her footage that she captured there, of course, she notices that Sammy was taking some vial samples from the Sinosaurus, and then we see Sammy in the background thinking what she should do next because she realized she's been caught, but we don't know what she was doing there. The next episode, we open up with everyone hanging out. I know we open up with the sad story that Darius' dad, before he went to Jurassic World, Darius' dad, sadly, is died, and I gotta tell you guys something. This made me cry. Like, not gonna try. Like, I've cried 3 times that entire show. That's how good it was. That's how dramatic it was. It made me cry 3 times. So then, I'm probably just gonna start crying thinking about it. But so so because uh, Darius's dad got sick before he actually went to Jurassic World, Darius's dad gave him like both matching necklaces, and they kind of cherished that the whole time. And so sadly, well, we just knew that Darius's dad was sick at the time. So then we go to the, I guess, lounge area, which I'm actually gonna be building soon as I find out where it was in the first place. Okay, so this is so far the best I could do for Camp Cretaceous. I'm still gonna keep going because obviously I want to get this done. Oh, according to this, I'm burning up. I don't care anyway. But okay, anyway. So so Brooklyn not screams, but like Brooklyn asks everyone where they took her phone, and like she refuses to admit that she just lost it. And so she starts blaming Sammy for obvious reasons. And then because of that whole like gyrosphere scene in the last episode, like Sammy and Yaz Queen are now buddies, I think. Yes. What the? Oh, I kinda did this wrong. Dang. Okay, at least I only did this side wrong. Oh, wait, I think I accidentally killed a turtle. I think I killed a Did I kill a turtle? Wait, where's the turtle? Let me get this out of my hand before I do anything else bad. Where's the turtle? I literally saw like the name of a turtle pop up. Well, I'm just gonna say I didn't, because I respect nature. Anyway. So then we head to... So, then Roxy and Dave have to go, like, to this place to discuss with Claire Deering about what to do next, because they both agreed that the kids are getting way too out of hand after the last few incidents. When I mean few, I mean a lot incidents. So then they decide to go talk with Claire, which never really like talks to them ever, but we all know why. So then this so everyone is trying to find out what they should do, and then they all hear the most scariest noise, scariest one, and they hear a noise coming from the bushes. So they all decide that they should go to the watchtower and see what that is, because they think it's a Brachiosaurus, except for Darius, because he's the dino nerd of the whole thing. Yes, that's literally his nickname of the entire series. Just dino nerd. Just that. Like he doesn't mean anything else. But then they go to the watchtower and find out it's not a Brachiosaurus. Well, Darius knew, but they finally found out who it was. It was the Indominus. And you're probably wondering what the heck the Indominus was doing there. Well, you remember that in the movie, the Indominus was roaming around like this certain part of the island where Camp Cretaceous was in. So it's actually canon to the movie. Like, so yes, I. But anyway, so they find out it was the Indominus, and then they run for the hills. Which, what? Why wouldn't you do that? Because like it's kind of that's the smartest thing to do, obviously. So then they head back to camp, and they see the entire place just destroyed. And then everyone just starts arguing over whose fault it is, and then Darius, like, well, we find out that Darius lost his necklace that his dad gave him, and then like, he overcame his fear, essentially. Not fear. Okay, so then they pull up a clip of of Darius's dad on a hospital bed, and then we can all tell what happens. We could all tell what would happen next. So then Darius mans up and starts telling everyone to shut up, and telling them an amazing speech, which honestly inspired me to this day, and like inspired me to not inspire, but like it's a really good quote. So then they go through the jungle to the main park, like that's their whole goal, and then the video ends off there, I think. Yeah. So then next episode, they meet up with they just keep going around the forest, and Sammy keeps getting blamed by Brooklyn that she keeps stealing that she stole her phone, and no matter and um Yaz Queen keeps on like defending her, which what wouldn't you do like in that what would you do in that situation? Like hopefully the same thing, right? But anyway, so then we we find out that Sammy actually did steal the phone, but due to the crash, like Sammy wanted to give it back, but due to the crash, like due to the fact that they fell off of a hang glider in the previous episode, they realized that a hang glider, no, a zip line. They realized that like it's all cracked now. So obviously, like you wouldn't give it to her if like it was cracked. That would make her more peed off. If like not only did you steal it, but she would probably also blame her for the fact that it's broken. Which it's fine, but in that situation, I would still turn into her, because like even if it's broken, it's better than just having it straight up being gone, or at least admitting the first time that you took it or something. I don't know, but so they find this. So they find this truck. They find an ACU truck, and then they drive to they escape the Indominus, and then they go to the lab, like the laboratory, the research center. That was it. So they meet up with this scientist that's completely insane. Like, not gonna lie, crazy, insanity. So then they decide to. Okay, so so they tell him accidentally that they have a truck. So then the doctor just runs off, and then the Indominus just kind of like eats him alive. Remember how I said this doesn't act like a kids show? Yeah, that's why. So then they hide within like these cargo containers, and then they find another ACU Jeep and just drive off to, I forgot where it was. Oh yeah, they find Bumpy too. They find Bumpy like between those few times. So I'm trying to think what they did next. Oh yes, that's right. They then like went to this kind of canoe ride, which I think was actually in Jurassic World. It just wasn't the way how they portrayed it in that whole thing. So they then um, head to this. Okay, so they then head to. They go through the whole tunnel, which makes them, which gives them enough time to discuss about friendship, and they. I'm just trying to think of what. Okay, so they went down this whole rapids area, which was actually supposed to be open. I mean closed, and they wound up in the Mosasaurus paddock, and you would think how well that would went. So to save all the friends, all to save the gang, like Yas like distracted Mosasaurus while everyone went there and like went to like this ladder that was on conveniently on like the and that was conveniently there. But to actually get herself out of danger, she broke her leg, which you can imagine how much a pain of a butt that would be running away from a dinosaur. So they finally just rest there until they notice that the monorails are still working, and they actually had to evacuate. So they managed to get into one of the monorails after escaping a Carnotaurus as well, which actually was released on the same episode as like when they found out the Indominus escaped. So then while they while they were on the monorail, they got attacked by pteranodons, because apparently pteranodons are like birds. They are attracted to light. So, ooh, wow. I actually like that. Hold on. Let me go back down there. Wait for it. Okay, that's so cool. Anyway, so the um thing the thing and okay, oh my gosh. My brain's like just like dead right now. So just give me a second. Okay, so they escaped the pteranodons after Ben being suspected of being dead. Yeah, that's right. They killed off one of the main characters. Like, what? Like, I can't believe it. Like, even now, like, I still can't believe they would kill off a main character. That's like the first time a TV show has done that since like, well, ever actually. I don't think any TV show has done that. Has Barney ever done that? Didn't think so. I don't know why I brought up Barney. But, anyway. So, they... I'm trying to think what happens next. So, they keep going to... they end up having to escape the gyrosphere thingy because of they had to end up escaping the monorail because they would have crashed. Like well, actually no, they would have gone in a complete circle again, and they definitely obviously didn't want that. So they kind of had to get out of it. So Yas spotted a tree that's on equal, like, not length. What's the word for it? Equal. I forgot the word for it. But so they get off, and then they take one of the service tunnels where they meet up with Toro. They call it Toro in the series. I forgot to mention that. But so they use air tanks to actually like kill him. Not kill him, but like get him to the break of death. So they then ran. So Toro then escaped. Well, not escaped, but they let him go. And so they get to the main dock where everyone was evacuating the last night, and they realize that, well, no one was there. So they're stuck on the island at this point. They realize this and then Darius gives them a speech, like, until they actually, like, until people come back, and they know they will keep fighting, I think that was what they said, but that's kind of how the series ends. And then, well, actually, no. They end with Roxy and Dave arguing with one of the staff to turn the boat around to pick him up, because they know they were still on the island. And then, here's a twist, they ended with actually, like, Bumpy finding, Bumpy found Ben, and he twitched his finger. So he was alive. So he was alive the whole. Well, he wasn't alive the whole time, but he was. He did survive the fall, which made me question how, because like that was a very tall drop. So that's basically everything you need to know about Camp Cretaceous. And during that time, we actually almost finished the entire this camp thing, except for one thing. There's got to be like a zip line somewhere. I'll most likely do that next episode. But anyway, enough of me talking about Camp Cretaceous. Let's just like go and oh wait, crap, that's not how this works. There we go. I keep forgetting that's how it works. So we finished this Camp Cretaceous. Well, the main camp. That's what it's supposed to be. And according to this, like it's supposed to be. According to Dave, there's about to be there would be what 500 kids at that place. Like there's supposed to be 500 and only like a few and only like a couple staff. Like that's horrible. But the show is on Netflix, so if you want to watch it, be free to. I definitely recommend the show. It was definitely like not a breath of fresh air, but it definitely was relieving to have a show like Camp Cretaceous. It was just so good. And we I don't even know like what to say anymore. It's just like do I need to say anything else? Like that's how good it was. I don't even have to say anything anymore cuz like I don't really know what to say anymore cuz like I've already said like not enough, but like I've said all I wanted to say. So first of all, definitely got to give credit to all the people who like firstly, made the show, and I think I found out that like Steven Spielberg's brother, I think it was his brother, made the show, and that explains why it was so good. It was made by one of the great directors of our time. Well, not of our time, but like one of the great directors that I know. Which not I don't know like Spielberg. I know who he is. Never met him. Really wish I could though. That'd be awesome. So basically, what I'm doing here, I'm trying to give this. I'm trying to make Camp Cretaceous, but kinda as as a but kinda Jurassic Parky kinda, because this is Jurassic Park after all, so we kinda have to make it more for Jurassic Park, not for Jurassic World. Because, like, Jurassic World and Jurassic Park have very different designs. Off this wall, we got, like, a little campfire thing, even though it's inside. Eventually, I'll probably make a little, not grouping section, but, like, kind of like, I don't know. So, then, I will, so next episode, I'm gonna continue making this, because I know for a fact that I'm having a lot of fun making this, and I figured, and I hope that you guys are liking this series just in general. Like, I hope you guys are enjoying this, because I don't want to make it if no one else is going to watch it, which I know people have, and I know people have actually been liking this. Like, not, you know what I mean. Anyway, so I've been, I don't know where, okay, we'll just do it here. Okay, let's get the regular wall. So, I guess I should probably end the episode here. So let's just go ahead and just land. Land. Land! Ow! Well, anyway, guys. So, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and, well, just tell your friends. Tell your friends that, tell your friends. Just tell your friends to at least give me a shot. Just watch my videos. Tell your friends, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video. See you guys then.